Okay, it's now definitely time for the aluminium build, and now what is episode 16 of the 248k run? Yeah, a couple of episodes ago we put this thing together, which is making us ceramics, which is nice. Then we had these other belts of ceramics that were also coming off the same build that we wanted for aluminium composite, and then 2 episodes ago we broke the base to be able to get stone here from here and cut these rail segments off. And then the last episode we've reconnected these things via rail to this stuff, which is still not completely integrated, but it's fine, isn't it? Is military science getting enough stuff? It's kind of fine. Maybe we'll worry about that later, I guess. And now it's definitely time to get some aluminium composites going for a variety of reasons, partly so I can start using these better crushed stone recipes instead of the composites that's still just running over here on these old worse stone recipes. So with that, actually, how much power do these things use? A whole megawatt. So these things, yeah, these things, I've got 20 with me at the moment. These things definitely want to be, they can be efficiency moduled. I realized afterwards I didn't actually know whether or not they could be. They've got 2 module slots, that's fine. That cuts them down, like each efficiency module there saves me, yeah, 300 megawatts, which is twice, and yeah, so we definitely need to be moduling all of those things. We'll deal with that in a bit. The first thing to do, because we're making aluminium for composites, is to decide where, because I kind of want to keep at least some of these, like I can't put stations on all of these things because we're going to, like, they're also going to block trains trying to get from one part to the next. But also, I should just be able to grab, actually that's the other thing I realized, isn't it? I overlooked previously that stone only stacks to 50 instead of 100, so all of these limits are, yeah, I don't want, is 3.2k the right number there? Each of these is going to have 1.6 thousand stone in it. I think that fits. And then also, what about the stone mines? Are they set up to be, yeah, because these combinators are like, how much stone do I have? And these ones are checking if I've got more than 3.5k stone in, yeah, that's more stone than I need to fit on one train, isn't it? This can only be like 1.8. I can get away with having less there because I only need 2,000 stone to fill this carriage. Yeah, so we'll get that and we'll put it on the other stone mines, which are all the way over here. Okay, so these trains will now be, yeah, slightly more responsive to the fact that there's stone. But then I want a station that receives stone, which is, yeah, there's the advantages of grid base. I can just grab, actually, how much of this do I want? All of that side doesn't, the top doesn't matter, but I want the rail station, and I want this splitter here, because that's what gets me the 2 belts out. I don't think I want that other line of fuel going underneath, although I have to fuel these things somehow. So yeah, so I can figure out any of these spots will be places that I can just drop rail stations, and I think we're going to go, I think we go here? Sure, let's go there and also there, because we're going to want a lot of aluminium. And yeah, we've got some fueling stuff, which we also haven't worried about yet. But sure, actually, do I even want to be researching K2 technology yet? Oh, that's right. We're going to fix the military science as well, weren't we? Because they don't actually have a whole lot of blue science at the moment. This looks like it's all running, but it's still not very happy. Can I get? Yeah, this is that disaster spaghetti that I didn't want, isn't it? Can I get a belt of iron in here? If I do that, and then this kind of nonsense, and then this also wants to prioritize from this side, then, other than the fact that that got removed, then yeah, then these two belts are already balancing because they balance at the station, which is fine. And then this is going to put more, yeah, it's still going to prioritize the iron from the rest of the base, and then the station will top up everything else into the military side, so that's fine. So that will all get rebuilt. Oh, I did also want better recycling, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, let's how is... Yeah, because I think the other thing I'm going to need is more Powergrid once we're turning a bunch of extra things on. So, with that in mind, the kind of cheeky thing we're going to do, which is also things we can do because we've got a rail base, is grab all of that to, like, there. Because I noticed a bit further over here, there's another coal spot, which if I can drop, not there, there. There's going to be another whole power plant, which we can just drop in, and then we can do the same solid fuel thing here. We need to mine this, so let's go and do that. Let's get a couple of these guys out of the way so we can fully mine all this coal. Yeah, working on aluminium, that's what we were doing today, wasn't it? Line this up right next to the track so we can get all of it. Sure, that's not actually all of it, is it? A lot of these don't look like they're getting a whole lot done. But it's probably also fine. That one can stay. Yeah, and then how many have we got here? 20? Actually, this is the ones I need to count. Yeah, that's half a belt. Which can go like that, and then these guys all just need to pile in here, and I've got 4 belts in by the looks of things, and these are, yeah, these are definitely going to all connect, so that's fine. Did I have also a balancer on this? Some kind of balancer on... Just a nasty thing. Okay, fine. We'll take one of these and we'll do another thing again. It's gonna need to be... yeah, those all went the wrong way, didn't it? Hopefully at least these trains have turned up now. Oh, because I don't know if the bots actually have train stations, so they do not have train stations, and they're also low on the burner miners, which is also fine because we're also kind of building those. But that's fairly standard thing. Where is... Not that thing, this thing over here, I wanted to copy, so that we can do a kind of... yeah. All of that we'll do later, I guess. Actually, not like that. There we go. So that's all going to get built. We're going to get more things there. That's going to be fine. Okay, let's... How many bots do we... Yeah, we still got bots free. Somebody should be building this thing. Why is no one building this thing? Because I put them in here. Yep. Cool. Sure, whatever. And then let's go and build this one as well, because we're going to make a lot of aluminium, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a lot of aluminium. For these composites, because they take a lot of stuff. Okay, let's just go and be building the rest of things, I guess. We're going to do the same thing where we've got 2 belts out. Yeah, and trains just turning up, because, you know, that's how we've set things up. That's nice. What I did want is... So 3 of these things... Do I have these? I have some of these. 3 of these will fully deplete a belt. Except they ratio 1 to 2 to 1 with the arc furnaces on the aluminium smelting, don't they? Aluminium is over here. And then I do have a metal caster. Do I have a metal caster as well? Yes. This, if I'm smelting aluminium, yeah, is... Yeah, 5 a second, whereas this is... 200.2 seconds, so that's 10 a second, but also consuming 5 of the pure a second, and then this thing is spitting out 2 pure a second, so it's not even 1 to 2 to 1, it's 1 to slightly more than that. But I think the thing we're going to do, especially as we noticed in this case, like this will consume more than a full belt of stone, so we're going to have to upgrade some of these belts. So I reckon what I do over here is I build a 4 purifier, 2 arc furnace for metal caster, and then later upgrade some of these belts as well. So let's go and do that. Let's get one of these guys, and I guess that means I can do it with some degree of symmetry. These guys need... I decided these guys also needed 2 stack inserters each, didn't I? Yeah, and then also pipes, which I'm going to be lazy and copy from here. And yeah, the other thing we want to do with this is save all the dirty water and just pump in new normal water. So that's a thing we're going to have to do, which I'm pretty sure is how the other aluminium worked. And then also, because these things are not just giving... Yeah, these giving me a variety of things. So I actually want to, I reckon, double long head inserter there to a metal... Yeah, to an arc furnace like so. And we'll worry about powering all these things later. And then... Yeah, if this is here like so, and then we want 4 of these guys, but also I can probably line them up like... Do I have space to do that? I can do them like this. Do I want to leave space for beacons? I'm kind of leaving space for beacons. Let's actually leave space for beacons, because it makes no difference. But actually, there is actually one other thing I wanted to check first, isn't there? And that is... Do these things, for the ceramics we want to make, do these ratio in a way that's direct insertion compatible? Because I was looking over here and thinking, okay, I've got like 4 of these aluminium things, and I've got like 4 of these guys. Is that just a thing that I can direct insert? And so let's check that. This guy is doing... This guy needs 6 aluminium a second. Minus... Yeah, what's 3/4 of that? 4.5 aluminium a second, because building speed. And then this guy is going to give me 5 aluminium per second. So that's actually really well ratioed if I do a direct insertion thing. So we can do just like that. But then how do I get... Because I've got these... Somewhere else I've got 2 belts of stuff, right? Oh yeah, I've got the stuff over here, which needs to... How am I getting... If the train in is here, do I take them to the edge of the map, or do I... No, I can probably... I haven't left quite enough space. I would have to dock underneath there. Maybe I just bring them over here. Except there's going to be other fluid stuff over here, isn't there? Let's just tidy some of these guys up, because we can. And by tidy, I mean power. Actually, let's figure out the other things first as well, because I wanted... Yeah, I don't know that I have filter inserters automated at the moment, and I want a bunch of filter inserters, because these guys are going to direct insert the pure aluminium over here, but then I'm going to need... yeah, another belt like so. Is all this stuff going to fit on half a belt? If I'm making 4 of these guys are giving me... It's actually not all going to fit on half a belt, is it? I'm getting 2 items per second for 4... I mean, currently I'm limited by stone, and at the moment it's going to be fine. But also, these guys are going to need... Yeah, like this. I've actually got these. And then we want to blacklist pure aluminium. Do I need... I'm not going to need that many of them, am I? I'm going to need like 1 here and 1 here, and that means that I can actually... Yeah, so this is now... Yeah, this is going to be fine for capacity, which also means, yeah, this thing here has to roll down here and do kind of that, and then we have not put the power poles here either, which is also kind of fine. We can have 1 there. Copy this arrangement, whatever it is, I forget exactly. Just go there and make things happen, and then this belt does in fact go all the way down, and then we need another one of these guys. Does this... What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on something. Oh yeah, and I'm actually quite a long way from being able to connect to any of the power poles down here because there aren't any, because this is the edge. Okay, fine. In that case, we just do that. And these guys will connect once they have... What are bots doing? Somewhere there are bots bringing me those parts. At least this stuff is fine. These guys need their power grid, and then, yeah. Then I was thinking about, yeah, how we get this stuff. Because I think I've got nearly 2 belts of it, and I think this is just going to be a cell that we are not... This is going to be a cell that we're attempting to not use. Maybe we put solar in it later. Maybe we put some lodging, more stuff in it, whatever. We're not going to be fully utilizing all of these because we just don't have the station space to be fully automating all of these. Wait, do I even want K2 technology? I don't think I do. Because I don't even know what I'm doing with beacons yet. Whereas the thing that did struck me, I did want laser damage because we're doing stuff with that. And then maybe uranium processing? Let's get the laser damage first, because everything is still kind of slow. Bullet damage 5, I've already poured like 2,500 research into, so I should probably get that at some point. But we are doing some defensive work with lasers, so let's at least get that. Yeah, then how are we powering? And then how are we getting the other... Oh yeah, that's right, because I was looking at getting these other things in. And I've brought it down this side here, because there was also going to be more kind of water stuff. And can I do the same thing that I've done? Maybe. If that's water there, do I actually need... Yeah, let's move this to here. Because the plan now is, yeah, let's play in the train tracks a bit. Because I want... Do I even have a lot of these things? I'm not sure that I've automated those. So we want... If I can have a large number of these, this might be... Yeah, still not going very far though, is it? Yeah, we'll grab this one for the moment. Because the plan was I could have more of these... Maybe here? I guess I have... Yeah, I have a bit of landfill. We'll just landfill that. Can I have this fish? Sure. Because if this guy has a lot of water, these guys then have no way to output stuff. Oh, these guys are already kind of going. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and then we need more of these here. And then bots also need... Because I don't have all of... Do I have any of the offshore pumps? I don't think I do. I think I had the stuff to craft them and then gave it all to the bots. And then, yeah, gonna figure out how to get... Let's also have a splitter in here, because... actually, we'll splitter on this side when we get around to figuring out how all of this stuff is going to work. Oh yeah, because one of the things about this is... This whole thing here, we're doing the same thing here as well. We're going to make a decent chunk of aluminium. So I guess I've committed to this layout. Let's have... I'm actually standing against this thing, aren't I? Yeah, so... Can I actually... Do I even want... Because I was thinking about doing these two nice and close together, which is fine, except that... I actually need to... I mean, these things need quite a lot of inserter capacity, don't they? 2 per second? Oh, 2 per second I can do... 2 per second I can do with a long-handed inserter. So I could actually do, like, long-handed... Yeah, that, I think... I don't even need the stack inserter out, do I? This fast inserter out, with my capacity bonus, is going to be able to move as much as I need to. Okay, so that's nice. I guess we go this way? Is that going to work? These pipes need to be here. And then after that, that needs to be there. This one here is the input one. Which I still haven't connected up because they're over here, but that's fine. Just need to figure out how to poke these guys underneath this stuff in a way that's, know, not ideal. Yeah, that's normal, isn't it? That's fine. It's a completely acceptable way of doing things. Okay, because then we can have a splitter that I don't have, but I can queue a splitter. And the far one is the one that wants the input. And then these ones are going like that. And other than the fact that these guys aren't powered yet. Oh, you're not powered? Through an interesting quirk of, like, where buildings and things are placed. Yeah, whatever. Okay. You can go there. Are you going to connect if... Yeah, whatever. I don't really mind. Okay, so we've got... Is this doing what it should? It's blocked on this water, which is also not a surprise, because we also wanted the rest of that water. And then we also need... Yeah, so we've got to get this... Yeah, we got a couple of types of water for bots to move around the place. And then we've also got to figure out where... Yeah, fueling these trains is still an issue, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we got another of these inputs to patch in somewhere as well. So that's cool. And this is actually the input that's... Oh yeah, I haven't actually... I don't think you guys were going there at all, were you? You were set up instead like this. Okay, so you guys don't have... Yeah, you don't have this stuff, and then you'll start making... let's actually... Yeah. So you're also going to... We'll belt balance both of these. I don't need to belt balance it, do I? 3 per second. Yeah, you guys... Actually, I do. These guys are going to make 6 a second. Really? Have I made way more of this than I need? Yeah, I have made way more of this than I need, because I can't get enough stone into the purifiers until I upgrade the belts. So that's also, you know, that's also just fine. That's a thing that will be... Do I have any of the ceramic? No. Okay. So I've got... Yeah, I've got these belts of... Does this get all the way? No, it doesn't. So that's actually kind of a terrible place for it to be. Never mind. We've kind of done this now, haven't we? Cool. Good job. Where's the thing I can queue? That's not the thing I wanted to queue. Okay. So do we at least have... I should probably also drop a radar here so I can move things around. Anyway. Yeah, we've got all of the water, which is slowly filling up, I guess. Bots are complaining about not having things. They're complaining about... Yeah, not having offshore pumps. Okay, fine. That's mostly all set up, and then I need to figure out a train station for where this can go. Let's also just do... okay, it's nighttime. The map does not work as well as just going over there and doing a thing. Yeah, because I want this whole setup here. Actually, I moved these as well, didn't I? Did I? No, they're in the right place. So they can just go like that, and then this can go... Looks like it's there. I think I got that right. We'll find out in a moment whether I got that right. And then this guy wants to be the water, which is here. So that's water. And then I've also got a dirty water feed, which is going to go somewhere. And yeah, then there's also just a lot of other train stations that I've got to figure out. Because, yeah, the other thing that I'll just run past... That, yeah, so I've got this output belt. I actually kind of wanted... an aluminium supply as well, didn't I? Because I wasn't sure whether or not... Like, I think there are definitely some things I want aluminium for. That's going to be useful to have aluminium. Like these silos need aluminium. Some of the fancy train stuff that I'm not doing yet, because it needs things I don't have. One of the things I don't have easily in bulk for more stuff is aluminium, so we'll do that. And we've then got to get... yeah, so this is kind of running this belt of stuff here. Yeah, I've then got 3 belts of stuff that I've kind of got to get to stations somewhere. Or at least 2 belts of stuff, because I've got these output belts as well. I've got this ceramic, this mixed stuff, this dirty water. I think I want to... Do I just also process the dirty water over here? What is... Yeah, and then this section here is also just a bit of a mess, because these stations don't actually connect to anything yet, do they? Because what is... Why are you not doing your weird water loop thing? Okay, sure. I mean, I guess I could conserve all of this. I also want to run down this coal so I can get it out of the way. But the thing that it strikes me is, like, this isn't doing a whole lot of useful stuff. I could just blast all of this. Maybe keep this copper, and then I can run these trains through, and then I can maybe use this grid here. Maybe not as... Should you connect through there? You... Yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe we do in here. In fact, can I fit this style of train station? Only if it goes outside to outside. Which means I've got to come down from the top and up out the bottom of those grids. Oh, this is also an old steel build that does not need to be here at all. So if I'm doing that here, then I'm coming out of this intersection here, which means I need to come down through here, which is also a bit of a mess, isn't it? But that actually will work. Like these, I don't know if those chain signals might then complain that they're in the wrong place. In fact, I could just move them all to here. Yeah, those chain signals are unhappy when I do that. But it's fine. That guy's going to be a chain signal. All of this is going to turn into one giant intersection, which is a bit of a shame, but it means that trains can come down through here, but then I need to blast the rest of... Actually, this water was already getting blasted. Wasn't doing anything with that, had already moved that. This stone is making me rail, of which I've probably got... Let's actually put those back, and then we'll blast this in a bit, not worry about it. And then I think... Yeah, we probably will be in a position to have this rail continue, other than like, yeah, cool, good stuff. Making aluminium today, aren't we? That's high value. That's what we want. This is what we want to spend all our time doing. Okay, so I think the conclusion is I am in fact putting... How many train stations can I get in here? Because I can't do them... Can I do them this way? They'd be coming from the other side of the map. Yeah, I can... Yeah, of course I can do them this way. They just, instead of train stations on this side, I just have the train stations on the right-hand... Yeah, I just have the train stations on the right-hand side of the thing, and they go up here and back down here, which is a whole lot better way of doing things. Yeah, okay. Okay, so blue science is ticking along slowly. What even do I want? I'm not sure what I want. Let's just continue banking on... I don't think I'm making military science very quickly, so let's not do that. But the thing I am going to want is nuclear power at some point. Substations might be useful for lining stuff up. Yeah, we've got all the ticks we need. We're just waiting on me to get the important things built, which is taken a while. Okay, so yeah, so let's go and take some of these train stations. I've already got a couple of train stations. Okay, fine. And this should let us... Yeah, because this is now going to be one of those, and then this is... Am I off by a couple? I am in fact off by a couple because this does not connect to the rail on the other side. Okay, cool. Forget about doing all of that. I thought that this middle section of rail was the right size, and it is. I just got it in the wrong place. yeah, here is going to be where the first of these train stations goes, which is going to be an interesting... Yeah, because I've got 2 rails, and that takes 4 rails. Cool. Get out my inventory. Yeah, so we're going to have a train station here, and then we're going to have to figure out how to put all the things we want. I've got to get this thing out of the way myself. I've got to figure out how to put all the things I want on this station, given that... Let's actually check that, yeah, it is. It's just long enough, which is good. Okay, so we're going to have a rail signal here. Yeah, that's a valid rail signal. We've got a long enough station there. We're also going to need a chain signal in here. This is also going to have to be chain signal, yes, because we're going to have a lot of train stations of this form once I figure out how close they can be, because we've also got to figure out how to get this kind of loading pattern. I guess a loading pattern like this somehow. I think we do this, but then we do the reverse of... Yeah, then we do the reverse of... Yes, I'm going to have, I guess, 1 here and... Other way around. 1 here and 1 here. Because the game I'm playing at the moment is what is the smallest, footprint I can use to take up space here, because, yeah, having said, hey, we don't have space to put stackers in the middle of our stations, we're now attempting to spaghetti stackers into the middle of this tiny rail grid. So that's always going to be a good move, isn't it? So, how much space does this take? And how many of these things can I get in here? How many do I need for items? I only need 2 for items, don't I? Well, they're there. Actually, this whole thing. Yeah, cool. Am I actually... Yeah, whatever. Because I'm going to need... Yeah, one of these is going to be my composite station, which is going to be that stuff. And then the other one is going to be... I mean, I say having ore junk, but it's actually quite high value stuff. It's the entire reason why we're doing this. I'm in the label train station limit 1. Yeah, you got to set all of this stuff up as well. Do I actually have trains? I have some trains. Let's put some trains here. Let's put ceramics and ore junk on trains, and then we'll be, you know, in kind of happy place. I've got some solid fuel. You guys can have some solid fuel. Then the other thing I needed is to be able to fit dirty water in here. So I guess we figure out where the next one of these can be, and it can be here. And we've got to put that in there as well, and also this stuff in here. Yeah, I was supposed to be making red chips today, wasn't I? So this only just fits with... Yeah, cool. And then we also got to have a signal here. Fine. Okay, so we've got belts of stuff to be putting in places, don't we? Let's also... I don't know if bots have these either, but this is going to be a large amount of dirty water that there is going to... Did I get that in the right place? I did not. That there is going to put... Yeah. These 3 are going to be able to, with these pumps, put the dirty water we need. I'm going to need... Let's put it here for reasons. Yeah, these 3 are going to get the dirty water I need into fluid wagons, which are just there. Do I have the fluid wagons? I have 4 fluid wagons, so we can do all of this, which might be pretty exciting. I don't know if I wanted to put dirty water on a train immediately. This is going to be have dirty water with a fluid symbol of, actually a fusion fluid symbol, isn't it? Dirty water, yeah. Train stop limit 1. Have not given these guys combinators. I think that's going to be... Do bots even have the silos? They don't have the silos, they don't have pumps, they don't have underground pumps. Okay, I had a box over here with stuff, didn't I? So yeah, so we are rail networking a degree of these things. Pumps... I've only got one silo, I need to make more silos. Okay, so making more silos is also... Actually, give me this back then. Because I will put it in the one that we're actually going to pump into. And now we've got, yes, multiple belts of stuff to take to useful places. Somehow I need to get fuel on this train, which is going to be interesting. I don't think that one stays. But I think this belt goes here, and this belt goes here. Wait, I figured out that... No, these things are 8 per second. It's slightly more than half a belt, but it's not actually more than... why are you... Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so there's some... Yeah, squirrel and fuel and gonna be awkward. That's not enough for... Why are you... I bet you're complaining about dirty water, aren't you? These guys are, yeah, complaining about dirty water. That's fine. Okay. So the reason I still have that silo is that this one here is going to be the one we place first. And we can also do this thing where we circuit network this to the pump to only pass through if we've got more than, say, and let's go, like I'm expecting to have 100 of, like a lot of this. And this capacity is huge, and then this is also going to be landfill, and so we're going to have another place that makes a landfill, which is also why this pole is positioned where it is, because it can power all of these things. So yeah, that's going to go there. We're going to get dirty water from here to... where is... Yeah, let's actually just... I guess we do... This is already not a good place to be driving cars, so now all of this should be running, and I've got this belt of stuff. And I think I just... Yeah, I think we're going to run... let's get... There's a pipe in the way. There is a pipe in the way there. Okay, fine. Why can I... Oh, I can't cue the tree. Yeah, so this belt we can upgrade when we finally get more stuff on it, and can otherwise just wander over here and be... Here is... Wait, which of these was... yeah, this is in fact the ore junk, so that's nice. We're putting ore junk on a train. I don't really care which of those are iron and which of those are copper. And then these guys here can be the composites, and I don't even remember whether or not I have more than a belt of composites. I think I do end up with more than a belt of composites, don't I? Because these things are 2 ceramic to 3 aluminium composites, and we're just rolling a lot of stuff in, so that's fine. Yes, so these guys can actually... Yeah, they're too high. Yeah, this is... I think another of those cases where I just want to get more done in one episode and have not. And then how do I get... Okay, so these guys actually also have to kick over to the side, or else we remove these signals, which is bad. Because we can't get... Oh, we can get... Oh, we can get one of them in there and one of them in here. Okay, fine. Yeah, good job. Okay, so we've got a bunch more junk. We can then have... Yeah, all of this stuff can also just wander. Let's then see if we can get it out of the way of it. So we're still doing spaghetti through our grid, which is not entirely surprising. That was almost always a thing that was gonna be what I would do. Oh well. But we do also now have Yeah, we should now have trains receiving junk. We should have... How are the bots doing? The bots are largely free with stuff. Can I go and build some more things? I don't know what that's doing. I don't have any defenses over here at the moment. And the pollution grid is definitely doing a thing. Let's put another radar over here. And then also start working on... Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? That one there. This one we'll still try and keep this section free for the copper. But we'll start building on that as well. How are these guys doing on this side? And we've got more expansions. These guys are getting closer. I think what I actually want to do, and this is where we have landmines and lasers rather than flamethrowers, is I can throw some of these guys in. Yeah, I don't think I want to deal with wall at the moment. Big power pole here. And then this thing, we can have a couple of these in positions that mean that yeah, so the lasers will cover the landmines first, so we won't be using the lasers, we won't be using the landmines unless something gets past the first couple of lasers. How much range have I left? How many is this? This is 13, so I'm like range 30. Yeah, they're actually a little close, aren't they? We will move all these guys back a little bit so they're slightly more out of spitter range. You probably can not be there. Why you know trees need to not exist. Yeah, so this is 13 length wall, so I've got like 15 or 16 range to play with between the front of the landmines and the lasers, so that's all going to be fine. These things here, let's actually delete and plan those after bots have put the rest of this up. But this pattern means that the laser's going to be doing most of the work because they're covering the landmines, but then the biters have to run through the landmines, but then anyone who gets up to the walls also gets more landmines. And yeah, that's why we're going to be playing with landmines and flamethrowers rather than all these cliffs going to have to go, aren't they? Yeah, landmines and laser turrets rather than flamethrowers, because it's a whole lot easier to do this kind of garbage with bots. And we've got a problem because this thing was not balanced. But anyway, give me back half of these guys and we can just redistribute these, and we don't have to worry about this train thing being silly. But anyway, yeah, now we've got bots. Did you actually get this entire power grid? Yes, so that power grid is done, so the power grid is completely fine. This coal mining is a thing. Actually, other things I wanted, wasn't there? There was and I might patch up some of these things between episodes because I suspect we're kind of about there now, but I wanted something that was more or less coal, like, yeah, stone station sized. That doesn't have the combinator on it. Okay, let's find us a stone station that, I think this one has a combinator on it. Yeah, this one. I don't want the station, but I don't want the station name, but I want the combinator and all of these things, because I also want coal on a train. And actually the first place I want coal on a train is the starter coal, because I want to get rid of the starter coal. And I can have this... Yeah, we're going to have to get some of these guys... Actually, let's not get the turrets out of the way, because we haven't done that yet either. And then some of these guys are... And then, yeah, all of these guys... Might just turn those into wall, to be honest. Where is here a place that I can put? It's kind of on the wrong side, isn't it? Here is a place that I can put stone on a train. And yeah, I'm not really doing anything with the rest of... Yeah, that station's not going to be in the way. But this also means that I can... Am I close to that? I'm kind of close to that, aren't I? We can just go and do this now. Yeah, that I'd really like to be mining out all this coal and also this starter stone. I don't actually have... Yeah, okay, whatever. These ones I will use because I want to go... We'll actually need a third splitter, and this one is a third splitter. So this one wants to be upper priority on the right, and then this other one wants to be upper priority the other way, and then everything else, and then a bunch of this stuff can disappear. There's a lot of like tidying to do. I might clip out a lot of this stuff between episodes. Yeah, this is now. This is a grid square that can exist, isn't it? Yep. So this stuff here. Is that a grid square that could have had the station on it? It would be... If I ran it down this way, it would be down here, wouldn't it? So let's have all of this. And I don't mind doing Control X there because I can put it all back later. But it lets me line this stuff up here. And other than that radar, which I kind of want, let's put a radar here. Because this is spots where radars are good. Yeah, this is exactly the spot where I want to be. What did that break? That broke quite a few things. That broke quite a few things. You guys aren't even connected to... Okay, sure. There is going to be a place that will at least be where the rest of the grid stuff is, and then you've got a thing, you have a thing there as well. Yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. Okay, so now we can also have surplus coal on a train, which is going to be a big deal, because the next thing we want to do is getting into plastic stuff. Getting into red chip stuff. This will be the other thing I need on a train. And then, yeah, I think we're going to stitch this into grenades as well. Like, I think we're about done at this point for this episode. We're making a lot of this stuff. These guys aren't all running permanently, but they're running enough, which is fine. The next thing is going to be red circuits, and that's also what we're going to use all this leftover iron and copper for. We're actually not making... Yeah, I was expecting to make more of those anyway, but it's fine. We're still making a lot of it. This guy actually now needs to go... What is this? This is half composites. So yeah, it's going to be between half composites and please composites. Just full empty? Yeah, just go and do that. Don't think I'm standing on a tank? Yeah. Yeah, so the composites that needed to happen have in fact happened today. So that's going to be where we're pretty happy to leave it. This guy's doing a long circuitous route because that's how that works. This guy's waiting for cliff explosives. And yeah, these guys should trickle into the main, and I have not connected them to anything. So that might be what happens next time. Yeah, no, I'm short on red chips. The thing I'm short on for blue science is red chips. So that's also still the thing we're going to work on next time. But I think plugging this stuff in and just making sure this belt is full and making sure the mall has everything is going to be everything we want to do. In fact, actually, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's going to be red circuits next time. I think it's going to be figuring out how these modules work. Because modules and beacons, yeah, these things are 2x2, which means I can do some crazy things with, for example, if I had two things like this making red chips, and then, yeah, then I can do like a plan like this. Maybe this doesn't work because I need to power these things, but if I have the kind of poles that I've got all over the place, yeah, so because these things still have range 3 and are only 2x2, I can fit vast numbers of these things around red chips if I want to, which means I want to figure out how these beacons work so that I can be using beacons to do this stuff, because this is how I want to necessarily, like, not necessarily build it with the beacons now, but be able to expand that. So that, some pattern like that is going to be what we're doing next time. I'm probably just going to go around and like clip out a bunch of these things. And then also, actually, yeah, a thing I definitely did want to do is have a ammunition recycling place, say, here. That's not a great spot, is it? I don't know if bots have that though, so you can have this one. Because I've got ammunition, there's ammunition in turrets that we want to get off the map. All that kind of stuff is going to be useful to recycle back through military stuff. Military science, yeah. These, wait, I had this... Yeah, that's why I have this deletion planner as well, just to be able to get rid of all of this stuff. So that's also kind of helpful. Yeah, we got things done. Coal is now getting loaded onto a place that doesn't have a station. This is actually not something I need to be doing now, is it? This is absolutely a thing that could have been done in between. But yeah, this is gonna be yeah. This is the last thing we're gonna do. We're gonna go. So my shoot key is bound to H, which made it interesting to try and spell that. Don't know why it wasn't going through to the naming thing, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, we're gonna have a train station that has coal. We're gonna have. It's gonna be limit 1. This actually also needs to be connected to here. Yeah, there's a bunch of some fairly standard stuff. Greater than 1,800. So yeah, so these guys didn't actually get everything they needed. Yeah, that's the other side is fine. Yeah, we're going to mine out that starter coal. We're going to put it here. I might actually just, yeah, also completely blitz this. In fact, I think we're going to blitz that next time. But I'm going to start to set up some recycling before then, so that when I blitz it, things go to the right place. And then there's actually, I need actually more carriages before I put anything on here. Yeah, got a lot of stuff done. Powergrid is still completely fine. Ceramics are doing ceramicsy things. Yeah, Railgrid. Yeah, sure. All of this is going to back up. But at the point that all of this backs up, I'm still happy that I've got enough ceramics for a while. So yeah, we've got composites on a train. We've got ceramics on a train. Even if this train here does completely fill, like there's also the stuff in the mall to deal with as well. But yeah, next time maybe beacons. Maybe after that red chips. I don't know. We'll see. Good things.